Hi, it's Sunday service with Cindy. And you know what we do here is we create positive energy so we can start our week on Sunday and move through in a much more loving way. And today, positive is what we're going to talk about because it's all about positive energy, positive thoughts, getting ourselves into that positive flow. So, see you in a second. Hey everybody, it's Cindy Sharp. It's the Sunday service, and not only that, it's Sharpening Your Spirit coaching and training, which we help support people to have a more positive, loving life through empowering them to heal themselves, to heal their business, and to get out there and start on their mission of healing the world. So, thanks so much for coming. It's always great on a Sunday to get, a little loved up. And today we're going to be talking about a very important subject to me and to everybody that I know. And that is positive thoughts and positive energy and just creating positive vibes in your life. So first off, I want to share that this is being dedicated to my husband. Because I asked my husband, what would you like me to do a Sunday service about? And he said, this is what he wanted. And so I thought this was so perfect because here's the truth. A lot of times when you watch people do things like this, you just see this idealistic life and you think, everything's just perfect. And the fact of the matter is that we all are in this life where we're learning this earth school, where we're trying to figure out what's the right thing to do and how do we make the right steps and how do we create this beautiful, big, positive life. Well, here's the scoop. My husband and I sometimes don't always 100% get along in that most positive way. What you'd like to think of about a relationship is that you get these two people together and you kind of pour your stuff that you bring and you stir it up in this pot and you think, ooh, I'm going to make, some beautiful, great elixir. And sometimes you pour stuff in a pot and you stir it up and it's a little more murky and muddy. So what does that mean? That means A, you have to work on it, and B, you have to make the choice to be positive. And so in my situation, and a lot of situations, you have to make the choice to be positive. You have to make the choice. And so I'm going to tell you a few things that I do to help me make a choice in my life, and things that my husband and I do together to make a choice in our life to be as positive as we can, even though sometimes the water gets a little murky. So here's the deal. Is that make sure that you use positive words. Okay, look, you've heard this 1,000 times. Like, hey, Cindy, you're not telling me anything new. I know, positive words. I need to have positive words. I need to have positive thoughts. But here's the thing, is that sometimes we don't really pay attention because we have a couple of different, runways going through our brain, I'm going to call them, or pathways going through our brain. And one of them is, skippy, life is going good. Right? And the other one is, I don't know. There's this kind of negative chatter. I always say that my critic, we can call that negative chatter the critic. I always like to say my critic has a megaphone. And so my question is how about yours? Do you have like a loud chatter or is it just a whisper? Most people tell me that it's kind of a loud chatter. So let's take a look at those thoughts for a second. So first off, become aware of them. As they come to you, become aware of them. And maybe become a little bit aware of, well, where's that coming from? And then I always like to do this. Is that really true? Is it really true? Whatever it is, that negative thing that's coming to you. And remember that you are not your thoughts. And you have the choice. Two pathways, two things coming through. Which path are you going to be on? So if you're deciding that you want to shift from the little more not warm and fuzzy path to the woo, life is going great path, then here's what you have to do. You have to become aware of the thoughts that are happening. Allow yourself to change your belief about them by knowing that they are not true. And then you need to do a little shift and a change of energy to get yourself back on that other path. And here's one way to do that. Gosh, we don't do this. We don't give ourselves credit, right? We have a tendency to start believing what's going on up there. We believe the things that we've been maybe told in the past. Maybe we create reality that isn't even a true reality. You know, I have this great story of where I'm sitting on one of my family members' couch, who I love. This is a person I love dearly. And this particular person is having some struggles and some challenges in their life. They're having some struggles and challenges with their marriage. And as I'm sitting on the couch and they're talking about this struggle and going through the struggle of this challenge that they're having, I notice when I look outside that there's this beautiful tree in the front yard, and the breeze kind of comes through, and it just, it's just doing that swaying, gorgeous thing. And these squirrels run down and they're playing on the grass. And this dove comes down and lands right on the telephone wire, right in front of the house. And so here this is, this energy of, I gotta fix this, I gotta fix this, I gotta fix this. But in the moment, this beautiful thing is going on. And so sometimes to become in the moment and to allow ourselves to really look and see what's going on and to give ourselves credit, because we don't need to believe anything that isn't positive and loving. And the more that you get into that energy instead of shifting into this other energy that's there for you, the more you change your energy. You bring your energy down, right? So think about that. Think about, am I giving myself credit, or am I just believing that path, that one path that just doesn't feel good? Am I believing that? Because it's not true. You can allow yourself to think something completely different. Believe me, it's not true. And once you start kind of paying attention to it, you'll go, that's not true. Like, I'm going to tell you one of mine. I have this constant that goes on in my brain that you're really dumb, Cindy. You're just really stupid. You're really dumb. You're not very smart. And you know what? Here's what I know. This is the truth. If I ask myself, is that true? Here is the truth. I have a really super high IQ. I do a whole bunch of stuff that a lot of people don't do. I've written a book. I mean, what do I need to have? Do I need to have some kind of something stamped on my forehead that says you're smart? No. So it's not true. It's just that critic, that loud megaphone yelling at me. And I've had to learn to turn around and get on the other path. And you can too. Here's the other thing is that make a list. So, a lot of times we have struggle that's going on in our life, or problems that we have attached ourselves to and we're holding on for dear life, as if, if I don't hold on to that, the whole life is going to fall apart, right? But, if we just slowly but surely let go and we allow ourselves to shift our energy, what I find is that when I'm really in a lot of struggle, I go, okay, I'm just going to make a list. So I either make a list of things I'm grateful for, or I just make a list of what's going right this moment. And it may be as simple as, I have a chair to sit in. It may be as simple as, well, my belly's full. It may be as simple as, you know what? Even with all the struggles, I still think I can make it through it. I still love myself. So make up your own list. What's going right now? Because the best way to shift yourself and get into that higher vibration, to give into that positive energy, to get into those positive thoughts, is to get yourself into where you are right in this moment and see what's going right. Stop paying attention to what's going wrong, because guess what? There's more things going right every moment than there are that are going wrong, contrary to what the news says. Okay, so that is the Sunday service with me, your host and your coach, Cindy Sharp. And Sharpening Your Spirit, if you need to get a little bit of inspiration on a more clear level, come on over and visit me, sharpeningyourspirit.com. And remember that you have the ability to change your energy and lift your thoughts to a higher, more loving place. Okay, you know how everything ends with me. It's love, light, and a big kiss. See you next week.